edit if you want.
Hello, my fellow BioWell users. Some of you had expressed interest in some of my work, so I thought I'd forward on a couple things that I think you'd be really interested in related to what I've discovered on BioWell. Practical things I think are used to any human. It was really great to see you at Tiffany's training and also at the Constantine's Congress this last weekend. So without further ado, I'll just show you a couple things that you might be interested in here. The first one here is related to, well, I have things related to the Earth and to the sunset. Let's see here. I'm going to try and figure this out. As you can tell, I'm very technically adept. And here's one that I did a test. Now, this is before connecting to the Earth. You can see the size of the chakras here and their alignment. Now, I then did a simple process of connecting with the Earth and being very grateful for it. I'll show you right here. This is the size. Look at the amazing result of connecting and being truly grateful for the Earth. It really expands the chakras. I had learned about this from Native American Indians. They had always told me, you know, your power comes from the Earth. And I think the first long ago I had heard about it is that the elders always like to stick their feet in the dirt. And that's what they just want to sit and stick their feet in the dirt and enjoy. Well, it was very pleasurable for them. Being connected to the Earth, you'll feel the power. And so that's the first thing. And the other thing here, second thing, is the sun. So if you check this out, I went and did a before reading before watching the sunset. And this is it. And then I took a reading after. And as I took the reading after, it's pretty amazing what happens. Here's the after. So what I discovered is that really aligns you. When you watch that sunset, I was always kind of amazed at, you know, how when I was with my friends and we used to go down to the sunset and watch it at the ocean, you come away and you have this real peaceful feeling. And everybody seemed peaceful. Well, it was because all of their chakras were aligned. It wasn't because the sunset has that capability for you. I also did this with the moon, and it works as well. So if you can't get to a sunset, if you gaze at the moon, it'll also do the same alignment for you. So the Earth, right, we get our power from, and the sun aligns us. I thought that might be of interest for you. Go out and try it. You got your BioWell, see how it goes for you. The other thing that a lot of you are interested in potentially a cogno movement, which here, I'll just show you an example here. Now, cogno movement, most of you have seen this already, but cogno movement is a simple exercise that I had created. And you focus on an issue. Now that first slide, which I'm going to show you in a second, was a guy, he's a multimillionaire, and during the crisis, he found himself where he was going to lose everything. It was all on the line, and you know, decades of work, and it was all going to evaporate. So I had him just to focus on all of the stress of the loss, right? This is all there's no options, it's all going down. So we did the exercise and we focused on the stress. And the most amazing thing happened. Not only did the stress go from a level 10 to a 0, but he also got new ideas about how he was going to save the business, how he was going to restructure it. And the reason that this happened is very simple. It's mechanical. we were able to stimulate left and right brain. He was a very left brain guy, very logical, right? That's where the stress is. Well, we created a situation with this exercise where if you move across the center line of the body with the ball and you say the color, as you're focused on the stress and the business, he's over in the other side of the brain, the creative side of the brain. He started coming up with all these ideas of how he can implement change and that sort of thing to save the business. Fast forward, he's doing great. He said this whole thing had turned out to be the best thing ever. Their volume had shot up, their profits had shot up because he got new ideas and restructured the business. So that was a wonderful success story that I hadn't shared with you at the SIS Congress, but I thought that was kind of interesting. I got another slide for those of you that were at Tiffany's training. Here's, if you will pan down in just a little bit. This is a great story I love. This is a woman right here. As everybody knows, this particular one, you've got your joules on the side, the amount of electricity that you're producing, and all the organs. So this particular report, this woman was going to leave her husband and had multiple kids. I had her to focus on all of her resentments, and we did the exercise. And I think, as I mentioned before, she was crying and her heart hurt and everything, and it ended up leaving. It went down her body and out. And the next slide here is where afterwards, all of her energy, just dramatic. It was like a 50% increase in energy, and everything balanced out. She's with her husband and she loves him, and things have moved forward. So with Cogno Movement, we're really vacating the feeling from the body. And when you don't have the feeling, you don't have the thoughts. So wanted to invite you. We have practitioner training coming up here, and also a number of different courses that you can take. The practitioner training is going to be online and in person, and that is August 1st and 2nd. This weekend, we have great training, which is your basic, what we call quantum jumping, which you can make changes from amazing access to the field. And then the introduction to to Cogno Movement on this month. It's a 3-hour program online, and that is the 21st of this month. So anyway, there's going to be links on this email. If you're interested in any of it, let us know, or you can just go online, get your tickets, and come on down. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me directly, billmckennaevents@gmail.com, and look forward to seeing you at one of the events soon. Tiffany's going to be joining us too on the practitioner training, so it'd be great to get the band back together. Thanks.